like we're coming up on some cows.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
What do we do?
Move over.
Move.
They're on.
Excuse me, sirs.
They're,
They're all babies. They're so curious.
yeah, they just want food, probably. Oh,
Excuse me, please.
hi, cow. Don't bite us. It's all right. We're just here. We're just going around. Hi, cow.
You're so cute. You got those fuzzy butts. Make me some chocolate milk. Oh, fuck, you're cute. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. Look at their little earrings. Look at their little noses. Oh, you guys tip as shit. Okay.
Oh, whoa, whoa! They're about to battle it out.
Please don't fight on us. Fun fact about cows: they have really weak butt muscles and are ineffective kickers.
Oh, moo you! Morning, everybody. We are on our way to Damascus, Virginia. We're about 4 miles out right now. We are approaching the Tennessee and Virginia border right now, which would put us at our 4th state coming through on the Appalachian Trail. We've already completed Georgia, and we've been going back and forth between North Carolina and Tennessee. Pretty sure we officially ended North Carolina back at the Grayson Highlands. So yeah, we're just coming up on Virginia right now. I'm about done with Tennessee. Looking forward to getting to Virginia. This might be the border right here, actually. Let's see, entering Mount Rogers. All right, yep, we made it. Here we are. Tennessee, Virginia state line. All right. So, first steps into Virginia. All right. So, from what I've been told, Virginia is a pretty long state. I've been told that we'll be here for about 400 miles. So that's a pretty hefty stretch, especially since we've been on the trail for about 400 miles in total, and I've already crossed 3 states. So, yeah, we're going to be in Virginia for quite a while. But on the good side of that, Virginia has been, coming into Virginia, Tennessee into Virginia, it's been pretty flat. So we're able to get some pretty good miles under our belt. Like yesterday, we had 16. Well, I put in 16 miles, and I was done for the day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that kind of gives a little perspective on the elevation that we're working with. It's been nice. I could definitely use a lot more of it, just because I've just been experiencing some symptoms of pain and some exhaustion, so I could definitely use the little break in elevation. But yeah, we are heading to Damascus this morning. Damascus is one of the premier hiker towns of the Appalachian Trail. It actually hosts a big festival each year. The festival was last weekend. It's called Trail Days. So we didn't go. I had the option to go. My aunt and uncle that I met up with at the NOC, they got a hold of me and offered to take me to Damascus for the Trail Days, but I politely declined because I need to stay on trail and get some miles under my belt. It's getting pretty. I've done some math, and it's going to be pretty close to getting to Maine on time, since Baxter State Park does close. at the mid-October it closes. So I definitely need to stay on trail and just to make sure that I'm there with adequate time, and hopefully some time to spare. So, but yeah, Damascus holds trail days, and it was last weekend, and we could tell there was a festival going on, because the last 3 or 4 days the town, or the trail has just been like a ghost town. So nobody's been out on trail. It's been nice. It's been pretty peaceful. I actually prefer when there's less people on trail. It's more peaceful and easier to get some solitude. So, but anyway, yeah, everybody came back on trail from trail days, and were telling us all about it. So I guess there's a lot of hiking companies that come through, backpacking, camping gear, food and drinks and music. They have live music there. So maybe next year I'll go, maybe not, we'll see. But anyhow, I'm going to Damascus, and they have multiple outfitters there. So I'm considering trading in my pack that I'm currently using. I enjoy it. I just believe it's a little bit too small for me. It could be a little bit, bigger in the torso. I think the torso length should be a little bit longer. I do have my load lifters completely maxed out up on top, and a properly fitted pack shouldn't have the load lifters completely maxed out. They should be at a 45-degree angle. So with that being said, I am looking into getting a new pack, hopefully a Z-Packs, since they do offer one of the lightest. I think it might be the lightest pack on the market currently. I do have a Z-Packs tent, and that's one of the lightest you can get. So I'm hoping that's the case, and I can find something, or maybe something comparable to a Z-Packs. But we'll see. If I end up not finding something that I would consider using, then I'll just continue using. I have an Osprey right now. I'll just keep using the Osprey. It's not terrible, but I'm not sold on it completely. I feel like it's not my pack yet. It's been using it for over 400 miles, and it just doesn't feel like it's the right pack. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Hopefully I can find something in Damascus. If not, no big deal. It's still gonna be a good day. I'll be done with trail by 10 o'clock this morning, so hopefully we can get some brunch. I'm going to meet some of my friends here, Flamingo and Coco, and her sister's on trail. Her sister is joining us for the next 6 days. Her name's Erica, so, and her trail name's Zena. So, but anyhow, she's joining us. We're gonna be meeting up in Damascus this morning. Flamingo's already there. He pushed on yesterday. I think he did a marathon yesterday, 26.2. I haven't talked to him about that since I have no service, but as far as I know, he did a marathon yesterday, which would be 5 miles more than I've done currently on trail. But the conditions were right. It's all downhill. I mean, we're looking at 5-6 miles downhill, and for the most part, the elevation's been pretty flat. So it was a good day to do that. I hung around at the shelter. I actually took a nap yesterday during the afternoon. I've been really exhausted. I don't know if it's a vitamin deficiency, or if it's probably just pure exhaustion. I mean, we've been doing some big miles, nothing under 16 in the last few weeks. So you know, I think it's just a couple variables coming together to, you know, to they can make me tired. So, but yeah, we're heading to Damascus and hopefully getting some brunch, and we'll definitely getting brunch. And I think Coco's sister said there's a beer garden, so getting some liquid carbs as well. You know, a couple IPAs. There was a group of hikers that came into the shelter last night, pretty late. It was about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And, you know, proper shelter etiquette is, you know, you don't really want to show up too late. You know, most hikers are, you know, at least laying down by 8:30, 9. Most fall asleep by 9:30 and get up pretty early. So it was kind of odd and strange that, you know, these campers or the hikers were rolling into camp or the shelter pretty late last night. So I think they woke everybody up, you know, especially with the headlamps. They're pretty bright, so, you know, you can see them coming from a mile away and you can hear people coming. So yeah, they approached and the shelter, and, you know, they gave us their apologies that they came in so late and that they were waking people up. But he said that they got run off by a bear at their campsite a few miles back. So the gentleman said that he was watching that the bear climb up one of the trees where they hung their bear bag. You know, the bear bag's just their food bag hung up into the tree, hung up in a tree, you know, just to prevent any bears getting it. But the way you're supposed to do it is kind of put your food bag out on a limb that the bear can't get, you know, like a light, not a heavy duty limb, but, you know, a light limb. But apparently it wasn't, his bear bag wasn't hung properly, so he said the bear got to it and got to like 2 or 3 other campers or hikers bear bags. So yeah, he said you know, we need to kind of, you know, be careful, you know, how we're hanging our bear bags. And so it kind of stirred us a little bit. You know, I haven't seen a bear yet out on trail, but I thought I've seen some bears in Smokies, but they were actually wild boar. But yeah, I haven't seen any bears. But coming through this section here, Tennessee Virginia border, I've heard multiple people say, you know, there's actually even a sign that was hung up that I seen that said, you know, bear activity very recently in this area, and just to be mindful of how you know, you're hanging the bear bag at night, you know, with your food in it. So but yeah, he said the guy was a little bit shocked by that. And so yeah, it's something that we're all kind of being careful with as of recently. You don't really think about it until, you know, it starts, you know, the bear activity starts getting close to you, you know, and then you have hiker accounts that, you know, this stuff's going on. So yeah, kind of hits you, but at the same time, like, I'm not too concerned about a black bear. I know you know, their demeanor is kind of on the side of, you know, they're just as scared as you as they, you know, you are of them. Or so the chances of them actually attacking or anything along those lines, anything like violent, is pretty slim, statistically speaking. But at the same time, it's still something to be, you know, to have on your mind, and to make sure that you're taking all the proper you know, precautions, especially when it comes to food, you know, taking all those precautions into consideration.
Oh my god, he's gonna pet it. I don't know.
Flamingo petting the horses, making friends. You better give that horse a flamingo. That's awesome.
Where's the baby? Look at the baby.
This is amazing. You're a good horse, aren't you? Just grazing.
Ears back. Always going for it. Holy shit, look at his hoof.
Really getting in there, isn't he?
Flamingo's got some marshmallows for you, man. I really want those pets back.
Ooh.
It's literally Bambi. Oh, what the fuck? Holy crap, it's so cute. Flamingo was like, oh!